Now let's try to perform some basic operations on these variables which are of the primitive data types. Okay, so first of all, let's take a few more variables of the type byte, say XYZ. Now, suppose I'm giving them some values, okay? So say X is 1, Y is 10, and Z is -2, okay? Or let's just take Z is X plus Y, okay? So logically, X plus Y should be 11. So Z must be storing 11. But let's just see what happens. Let's write a statement to print it out. Println Z. Okay. Oh, okay. So it said non-static variable x, y, z cannot be referenced from a static context. Like the way it's very similar. I mean, exactly the same error as we got the previous time. So we need to use our object here. It should be okay this time. Okay. Incompatible types, possible lossy conversion from int to byte. First of all, let's correct this to, and then we'll try to see what it says. Okay, so it says incompatible types, possible lossy conversion from int to byte. What you're basically trying to do here is you're trying to add two byte values, right? So byte plus byte, normally we would think it would be a byte again. But that is not the case. Byte plus byte gives an integer, okay? And we know byte occupies a single byte of memory. I mean, its size is just of 1 byte, whereas int is of 4 bytes, okay? So when you're trying to put 4 bytes into a single byte, obviously it wouldn't accept that. That is the reason it shows possible lossy decomposition, right? Possible lossy conversion from int to byte. Okay, so that is one thing. And then in int again, I mean under integer type, we can again have three types. Okay, the decimal, octal, and hexadecimal representations. So when I just say df dot I equals say 10, okay, we can leave these two for now. So then by default it is considered to be of decimal type. But if I add a zero, I mean if I put the prefix 0, then it considers it to be of octal type. And if I put 0x, then it considers it to be hexadecimal. This x could be lowercase or uppercase, doesn't matter. Either way, it will consider it to be of hexadecimal type. Okay, and now let's try taking a look at the Boolean value. Okay, so df dot po, we've seen the default value as false. Now let's see what happens if we give 0 to it. Okay, let's see if this is accepted. It says incompatible types. Int cannot be converted to Boolean. 0 is of type int, whereas bo, the variable, is of type boolean. So the value 0 or 1 is not accepted by boolean data type, okay? So you can either give true or false. Let's see if true works. Yeah, it's not showing any error this time. Okay, so the 0 is tf.z. Um, we've shown bo over here. Okay, so now you can see it is shown true. Now let's take a look at cat. Okay, so tf dot c is equal to, the characters are enclosed in single quotes. Okay, so let's say a. So it's showing a. The default value is replaced with the value which we've given, okay, which we've explicitly specified. So this could be any valid character. Yeah. And what if I had given something like, say, 7 directly, not in quotes, okay? Okay, let's try that also. I'll give it in quotes first. Then it's just showing the character 7. What if I replace this? I mean, what if I just remove these quotes? Okay, you notice that, right? Let's try giving some other value this time, say 57. Okay, it shows something very different. Okay, this is not what we had expected. We had given the value 57, but it's showing 9 over here. So what happens is it's basically considering this to be its Unicode, okay, and not the character itself. What if I give A? It says cannot find symbol. Okay, so I hope this is also clear. And then we have floating point data. So under floating point data, we've seen we have two types, right? One is float and the other is double. So if I say df dot um, d, okay, no, f is equal to 31.6, some random number, okay? And I'll compile it. It is incompatible types. Possible lossy conversion from double to float. Okay, this is because when you specify some fractional part like this, by default it considers it to be of size type double. Okay, unless you specify the postfix f, it'll consider it to be double. Now I'm giving this f and let's see what happens. Okay, this time it has accepted it and it's showing whatever we've given to it. So this f again could be lowercase or uppercase, doesn't matter.